So I'm just going to walk you through a quick tutorial on putting together this unicorn card. Now this turned out fabulous. I love the rainbow stars and the different colors of her mane. They all worked out really well. So if you want to grab this SVG, you can find it on my website and I'll pop the link in the description below. If you do make it, let me know. I would love to see what you do. All right, let's get to it. Now the SVG for this card is available on my website. I'll leave a link in the description below. And when you upload it into Design Space, it will look like this. Now it's a good idea before you ungroup it or do anything with it that you resize it to the size that you would like. I like to cut mine out at 14.5. That's just under like 15 centimeters. Not sure how many inches that is, sorry. But that just works out for the card size that I have, and it's quite a good size to cut. So you will see over on this side, if you ungroup it, you've got the 7 layers here. We can just see them all there. So if you like, you can actually change the colors on here to the colors that you would like by using this up here and changing it to what you like. These are the colors I'm actually going to cut it out from. I do think it's a good idea to make these the color that you are going to cut it out from. That way, when you go to feed your mats in, you don't get confused. So if we just go make it, now we'll see that these all appear on their own mats. Now these 2 black layers, because I've made them 14.5 centimeters square, I can actually move them onto the same mat, because they will cut out of half of a sheet of cardstock. So once we're ready to do that, we can go and cut it out. Now I do like to use the cardstock for intricate cuts because it goes 2 passes over, but at the moment my blade is not very sharp. So I'm going to use the glitter cardstock because it gives a little bit more pressure and it also goes over it twice again as well. So I'll just choose that one and we'll go and cut it out. So there are 7 layers to this card, which makes it quite thick. So that's why I'm going to glue all the layers together. If you wanted to make it into a bit of like a 3D picture or something like that, you could definitely use foam squares and that would give it a bit more dimension. But today we are just going to glue it together. So I've got all the layers here and I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up. So I'm just going to take the bottom 2 layers and pop the glue on this side. Now the glue I like to use is this one. It dries clear and I really like it. It's great for paper and it doesn't make the paper go crinkly or anything. It dries super fast as well. So I just pop that into this little bottle which has a thin nozzle which gives a bit more precision. A good way to put the layers together is to stand them up, line up the bottom, and let them find their own center. That way you don't get it a bit wrong and they go a bit skew with. There's your first 2 layers together. Next layer. Now, as we're putting all the layers together, it's looking quite good, quite a rainbowish. Now you don't have to use these colours, but this layer needs to be black because that is how we get the eye in there. So you can make the colours any way you would like. Now with this layer, when you cut it out on your Cricut, the eye cuts out separately. So one tip that you need to remember is when you do cut it out, don't throw away all those scraps. Make sure you hold on to this little eyepiece. Now I just put mine off to the side. It is quite small, but important. So we'll just pop that one on now. Just a tiny bit of glue. So just remember to not throw it away. Just put that in the position for the eye. Now it does look like she hasn't really got a face, and she hasn't yet, but next layer will show the face. Now the top layer is quite intricate, all of the little lines here, so when you're pulling it off your mat after you've cut it, just be super careful. I do like to cut it out with the glitter cardstock. I just find if my blade is a bit blunt, then that just gives it an extra layer of cutting because it goes over it twice, and just I find cuts it out a lot cleaner. There we go. So this one goes over the top, and voila, all of a sudden she's got a lovely face. Now this one fits sort of inside the other colours, so I'm just going to put the glue on the back of that and then press it down a little bit so that it sits down a bit. All right, let's put some glue on the back of this one. Now this is where this precision nozzle comes into play, because we can do these little lines. Give it a bit of a stick down wherever you can. I'm just going to put a little bit more glue on this one. And the good thing with this glue is it does dry clear. So we can pop it down. And there we go. That looks very good. All right, so we'll get our card and we'll pop that onto that. Now I just have some card here, which I bought like this, which is the perfect size. But if you don't have this, then included in the SVG is a template for the blank card, as well as a template for the envelope. So once you've got your card all ready, then it's just a matter of sticking this onto the front. I'm going to use a bit more glue probably than I would normally. because it's a bit thicker. Always put your pin back in the top so it doesn't clog up. And there we go. There's our finished unicorn card. Now you could definitely change the colors, maybe make this glitter or something on the outside there. I did it black just because it means the outline. You can see a pretty colored mains. But this is going to be a great card to celebrate a birthday. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Enjoy! Happy crafting!